Yeah, I'm sorry. Germany, you got a really bad track record. You just do. And yikes. Evangelical Christian family begs Biden admin to stop their deportation back to Germany, where it's illegal to homeschool their kids while millions pour across open U.S. border. You and Hannelore Romeike, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, fled Germany in 2008 after being fined $9,000. Lawyers representing the family of 7 say they have a right to stay. The Supreme Court previously revoked asylum status in 2014. Isn't that amazing? The media will call all the military age economic migrants crossing the southern border, they'll call them asylum seekers, because I want you to understand this. When they say that, they are gathering up a big, what do you guys call them? You call them loogies or you call them hawkers? In Chicago, we call them hawkers, and then right in your face. And then they laugh at you while they do it. Here's an evangelical Christian family. They want to homeschool their kids. If they go back to Germany, they will not be allowed to. They will be fined and persecuted for their religious traditional beliefs. That falls under asylum. Yeah. The guys who are coming across southern border because they like Buffalo Wild Wings and PlayStation, those are exact quotes published by the LA Times and Vox.com. I am not kidding. They're asylum seekers. Spare me, dude. A Christian family is begging the Biden admin to intervene in their upcoming deportation after living in the U.S. for 15 years, seeking asylum from persecution in Germany. They arrived in 2008 after being threatened with prosecution for homeschooling their kids. Homeschooling in Germany is allowed only in very limited circumstances, and the family was facing a $9,000 fine, so they moved to East Tennessee and filed for asylum. Authorities denied their claim in 2013. With the family attempting to appeal the decision after the Obama administration challenged the initial ruling that was approved. They do not have citizenship in the U.S. They have been able to live in the U.S. for the last 10 years under an indefinite deferred action status, but were told earlier this month they must return to Germany. Their bid comes as millions of asylum seekers, look at that. It's just so laughable how Daily Mail just spits in your face. Asylum seekers are pouring into the U.S. near the Texas border. They are not asylum seekers, you despicable liars. Tell the truth. I don't care if you support them. Tell the truth. They are economic migrants. I love that they love America so much. They want to come here for opportunity. It is the land of opportunity, best country on the planet. And that's what they're doing. So admit it. Stop acting like they're fearing persecution. They're coming here because we have better jobs, because working in a chicken processing plant is better than nothing at all. And it's great. We do great here. We want to do better. Just stop lying about it. In their initial argument, the family claimed that God was calling them to homeschool their 5 children, claiming that the anti-Christian message in German schools was a factor. The couple are now begging the Biden admin to intervene in the decision after they were told to obtain German passports on September 6th. During a routine check-in, the family were told their deferred status has been revoked and were given 4 weeks to apply for German passports. Speaking to Fox and Friends, Yu said, "They did not tell us anything. We don't really know why. We wonder ourselves because we can't understand." His wife added that the laws haven't changed in Germany, so they would still face the same persecution. The family was reportedly not given any prior warnings or explanation other than there had been a change of orders. In a legal brief in 2014, the DOJ wrote, "The goal in Germany is for an open, pluralistic society, teaching tolerance to children of all backgrounds to help to develop the ability to interact as a fully functioning citizen in Germany." Kevin Bowden, an attorney representing the family, said, "They found that the Romeike family Romeike did not have a well-founded fear of persecution based on their participation in a particular social category, that being homeschoolers. No, the category is Christians." You see, we see how they're lying about this. The interesting thing, too, is these kids appear to be around, 15 or so, the daughter younger. So these are kids who grew up in the United States. I wonder, one of their daughters maybe a little bit older. I'm not sure the ages of the kids. They have a lot of kids. The Obama administration appealed that to the Board of Immigration Appeals. That appeal court agreed with them, as did the Sixth Circuit Court. And the Supreme Court denied it. "We think this is in fact an asylum case. We do think they have a well-founded fear, as we testified." Now, my issue is this. I think so. These schools in Germany are going to indoctrinate them to creepy Marxist views or anti-Christian values, and they have a religious fear that the state will take their kids and force them into education facilities. I think that qualifies. I'm actually fairly relaxed on true asylum seekers. If someone comes to the United States with a legitimate claim, I say we take it. We don't send them back to die. That's horrible. Most of the people coming to the border just want jobs. And even then, I'm like, yeah, just come, but apply legally. And then we'll bring you in as we can bring you in. I love it. Economic expansion, baby, all that good stuff. But just opening the door, it's insane. I can tell you today, I talked to families today that live in fear. Germany and the fight there, the persecution there is very real today as it was 15 years ago. The Homeschool Legal Defense Association said in a statement, in the 10 years that the Romeikes, I can't pronounce it, Romeikes have lived peacefully in the United States, they've built a second life. They have 2 children who are American citizens and 2 other children who married American citizens. One of these couples recently welcomed their first child. Deportation to Germany will fracture these families while exposing them to renewed persecution in Germany, where homeschooling is still illegal in almost every case. But there is still hope. The U.S. executive branch intervened once before to grant them respite, and it has the power to do so again. And look at this, man. I'm just so offended by all of this. What they're doing to this country is insane. This family is no more deserving of their asylum claim than any other family. And their claim is one of the lightest I've seen. But I'm fairly lax. I don't care if you're from Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras. If you are here and you are building a life and you have a legitimate asylum claim, you should be granted that. I'm much more lax than probably a lot of people. But here we have an open border, people being allowed in. It is clearly not about actually helping asylees. Like AOC said, what did she say? Asylum seekers are not criminals or something like that. She said something. I can't remember what she said. And then it was, who was it? I can't remember this. It was what's his name? And it was an ICE, I think it was a CBP guy. And he was like, they are criminals under statute, blah, blah, blah. And he like rattles it off. Legal asylees. Shut up. There's nothing more than I hate than this. I don't care if you're in favor of asylum or opposed to it. I care about the lying, you spineless pieces of trash. Nothing offends me more. I just can't stand it. I was having a conversation with ChatGPT earlier in the week, and ChatGPT is the most offensive thing ever because it lies about everything. Now, I know ChatGPT is no person. It is a machine built to lie to you every step of the way, to spit in your face. That's the programming of it. And the people who made it, I think, are despicable, disgusting individuals. Why? This is my issue here with this. I want to make sure it's a little off the rails, but this family fears government persecution because their traditional values as Christians who want to homeschool their kids in their traditional way of life is threatened by the state. Okay, they have more to a claim to be in this country than any one of these people crossing the border, but they are lying to us about everything. And now I will segue, just because I want to rant about ChatGPT. The people who made it are despicable. What we have is this massive logical system, which can provide answers based on a predictive text model. It could provide insights you could not see. This is the power of AI. If they get the data of every single person on the planet who has all their health data, let's say every single person says, take my health data. I like the idea of randomized blind health data being provided. Here's your age, here's your breakdown. They can still figure out who you are based on all this information, where you're from, what your age is. They know. There's no way to keep it private. But let's say every human give up their data. The system would then say, how many of these people were diagnosed with cancer? Of all the people diagnosed with cancer, it would say how many of them, it would then line up all the data points and be like, bing, we found something humans could not see. That if your blood cell count is X and your hydration is Y and this and that and this, you will likely develop cancer. That will lead to cancer treatments, cures, and predictions better than we know now. That's the power of AI. ChatGPT has that as a data component, but it has these ridiculous restrictions set on it so that it won't answer anything honestly. It just lies to you. You'll say, hey, how do we solve this problem? And then it'll just lie. It'll give you a politically correct answer based on what is most politically correct, not is. And that's unfortunate. And this is an exemplification of the world we live in and why I just get so frustrated seeing these stories. I don't know this family. I don't know if they deserve to be here. I don't care, whatever. The point is they have a light asylum claim. They've been here for a long time. I say, okay. And then the people crossing the border have none. And even the Daily Mail, all these outlets say they're asylum seekers. Sure. Factual, but not truthful. I'm sick of the lies, man. So, I think these people should get their day in court. I think they should stay. They've been here for a long time, whatever. I think this is true for a lot of people, including many DACA recipients. My attitude there has always been fairly like, well, let's figure this one out. And I'm fairly, my problem with the DACA stuff is they keep doing it. They keep saying, okay, this time we'll naturalize, but then we'll stop, and then they don't, right? So I don't care if it's this family or any other family. The problem I have is the open border right now and how they lie to us. And they're going to deport this actual asylum-seeking family, but allow in economic migrants because they're liars. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at, what do we got? 1 p.m. on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.